The doors of your car will close automatically. Please keep your head and arms inside and remain seated at all times. And please, no smoking. Thank you.
Matterhorn Matt presents Matterhorn Mondays.
Matterhorn Matt.
And I'm Alex the Historian.
And today is a day in October, and it is also the day that the podcast is being recorded. So thank you all for coming to this amazing recording of the podcast. We really appreciate every single one of you that decided to show up today. We got 14 people. That's like a recent record. I think our highest on this channel was like 25. Maybe one day we'll beat that, but right now 14 is good. We appreciate every single one of you coming. But yeah, how's your guys' day been? Hopefully it's been good. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. I don't know what to say. Let's just get right into the news from the peak. Are we gonna use the waiting room? Maybe. Yeah, sure, we'll use the waiting room. Okay. So for the new viewers or listeners who don't know what the waiting room is and what the waiting room is, the waiting room is a channel, a voice channel on our Discord server, which is where we record Matterhorn Mondays. We don't talk about the waiting room. Yeah, normally we would have people join the waiting room, and then once Alex and I finish talking about a certain topic we're discussing, we normally move up a user from the waiting room to our recording channel, and then we have them give their input, like sort of like an outsider's opinion, or I guess not necessarily an outsider's, but yeah, they give their opinion on what we're talking about, and it sort of gives a different perspective other than just Alex and I talking. It's someone else who's not necessarily on the show, I guess. But if you guys would like to join the waiting room and would like to voice your opinions on whatever topics we're talking about on the show, a link to the Discord channel or Discord server is in the description below. The only stipulation is that you have to have a microphone. Your microphone, that's the first one, your microphone has to sound good. Those are really the only two rules. We'll probably enforce more later on as we see fit. But yeah, so you have mics are really the #1 rule, because if we move you up and you don't say anything, it's kind of awkward, but it's kind of funny too. But yeah, so microphones would be preferred. Microphones are preferred. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, if you would like to join the waiting room, link is in the description below to the Discord server. Just scroll down, the channel's on the right, on the left side, and you'll see, well, it's called Stretching Room because the Discord is Halloween themed. But normally they're called waiting rooms, but you guys can join the stretching room if you would like. There's currently 2 stretching rooms in case, for whatever reason, they get filled up, but that's never happened before. So anyways, let's get into this week's news. That's not it. News from the peak. I should probably change the title of that in the picture. Anyways, our first bit of news for all of you Jungle Cruise movie fans out there. The Jungle Cruise movie starring the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been delayed to summer 2020.
No.
Exactly, guys. Oh no. It was originally supposed to premiere in 2019, but sadly, it is delayed to July 24th, 2020. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with any... Yeah, I don't really know what that has to do with the movie's still going to come out, obviously, but I guess the official movie schedule for 2019 is now Captain Marvel, which comes out March 8th of 2019, Dumbo, which comes out March 29th, Avengers 4, which comes out April 24th, Aladdin, which comes out May 24th as well? Oh, May 24th, not April 24th. Okay. Anyways, Toy Story 4, which comes out June 20th, and The Lion King, which will premiere or July 19th. Frozen 2, this is a lot of movies. Frozen 2 will be premiering November 27th, 2019, and Star Wars Episode 9 will be coming out December 18th, 2019.
Wait, all these movies were for 2019?
Yeah, all of those movies are coming out next year.
Whoa.
That is a lot of Disney movies, you guys. 2 Marvel movies, 3 live-action remakes of the animated films. Toy Story 4, Frozen 2, which are sequels, and then, of course, Star Wars Episode 9. Excuse me. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy year for Disney movies, I guess, if you guys are big fans of the live-action remakes. Like I said, 3 of them are going to be coming out that year. Dumbo, Aladdin, and The Lion King. It's kind of weird. We've seen a teaser for Aladdin, which comes out later than Dumbo. Oh, I guess we saw a teaser for Dumbo. That's right. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Mateo says, but none of them are original movies. Ooh, that's true.
That's true. Can't lie with Mateo.
That's so strange. Well, Mary Poppins doesn't count because it's coming out this year. Yeah, there are no original movies. That's kind of strange. Okay, anyways, moving on. But yeah, Jungle Cruise is pushed back to, like I said, July 24th, 2020. Second bit of Disney news. I don't really know. I saw this as headline. It sounded important, so I decided to put it in this week's news. Disney announces new additions to the Studio Entertainment Management Team. I'm going to be quoting from dsminewscast.com, which is a great website if you guys haven't downloaded the app or if you guys don't use the website. Links to everything, all the articles will be in the description below. This is all based on the 21st Century Fox merger with the Walt Disney Company. Disney's new, I'm going to be quoting, Disney's new lineup includes Emma Watts. I'm sure you guys do not care about all these names, but I'm going to read them anyways for the one person that does care. Okay. Emma Watts to serve as Vice Chairman, 20th Century Fox Film and President Production, 20th Century Fox. These names are just killing me. Nancy Utley and Stephen Julia to serve as Chairman for Fox Searchlight Pictures. Elizabeth Gabler to serve as President of Production of Fox 2000. Andrea Miloro and Robert Baird to serve as co-presidents of Fox Animation, and Vanessa Morrison to serve as president of the Fox family. Now, you guys can make of that whatever. Link is in the description if you guys would like to read more on that. Doesn't really have much to do with the parks or anything, but if you guys are really into like the corporate side of the Walt Disney Company, or if you're just interested in the merger with the 21st Century Fox, check out that article. And our last bit of Disney news. This one's sort of cool and exciting. I have concept art that I want to show you guys for this. A new resort is confirmed to be built on the site of the old River Country water park. Now, I'm going to switch to the concept art real quick. Where is that? There we go. There is that concept art. This is the only piece of concept art so far. Yeah, that's really it. Disney is building this, like I said, on the grounds of the previously popular, I guess, River Country Water Park, the most famous, I guess the most famous abandoned place on Walt Disney property. I guess it's nice that they're putting the land to some good use, so people don't trespass on it anymore. I think they actually filled in. I think they filled in parts of River Country last year, and tore most of it down. I think. Infamous, says Bryce. Yeah, those dang amoebas, says Sam. Yeah, those dang amoebas. Let's see. I'm gonna quote from DSMI Newscast again. Walt Disney World is in the midst of our most significant expansion in the last 2 decades. and the combined 1,700 new hotel rooms and proposed Disney Vacation Club villas we are building at 4 different resorts will create thousands of new construction and permanent jobs and will drive economic opportunity and incremental revenue for Central Florida. Says George A. Kalogridis. Kalogridis. Thank you. President of Walt Disney World Resort. But yeah, this is nice. Mateo says, I saw somebody in the announcement comments saying that they were sad that River Country won't be reopening. He was not joking. I mean, to each their own. Maybe they visited River Country as a kid and just wish to relive those memories. I don't know. I never got a chance to experience River Country. I think the only reason I know about River Country besides like Disney is that like that one popular creepypasta where like the kid, I don't remember the exact details. It's been a while. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, like the River Country creepypasta. It's not a very well written creepypasta at that. But anyways, yeah. I guess you could say the hotel, the concept art looks kind of bland. It's not really themed, at least from what I can tell from this concept art. It doesn't really say that it's going to be themed, quote themed. It says it's going to be a new nature-inspired, mixed-use Disney resort, which will welcome families in 2022 along the picturesque shoreline of Bay Lake. I guess it will have a nice view of Bay Lake in the Magic Kingdom, probably. But yeah, it looks kind of bland, to be honest, which is what we said about the hotel that they were going to build.
It's funny you say that because like when I first saw this, that's the first thing I thought was, wow, that doesn't really look like very themed.
Yeah. And Disney also did release another piece of concept for another new hotel in Walt Disney World, I believe. I don't have the links to that, but if one of you guys would like to link that to me, that'd be awesome. I think it's from the Coronado expansion, maybe Coronado Springs, I think. I can't remember right off the top of my head. But they both look exceptionally bland, which is kind of weird. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of in the same vein of how everyone was saying that the concept art Disney released for the new hotel on Downtown Disney was kind of bland. But anyways, for all of you River Country fans, now's the time to go visit while you have the chance. Pay your respects, your final respects, before the entire site gets taken over by a new hotel. They don't say what the hotel is going to be named. It just says it will be located between Disney's Wilderness Lodge and Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort Campground. This resort project joins 3 others underway at Walt Disney World Resort, bringing a total of more than 1,700 new rooms, blah, blah, blah. Anyways. Yeah, so that's that. Anyways, that's, yeah. Moving on to, that's it for news from the peak. We do have some other, this is going to be a short episode, guys. I forgot to say, this is probably going to be a short episode. Not a lot happened this week when it comes to, I'm not condoning trespassing, you guys. I just want to point that out. It is closed. You can't get into River Country, but you can stand at the fence, maybe put a flower down at the fence, not on the other side of the fence, but on the side of the fence that you're allowed to be on. Do not jump any fences or anything. Do not dig under the fence.
Climb the fence, go on the other side of the fence, take all the pictures, upload it to YouTube and Instagram. Disney will love you.
There is this one YouTuber who did that. I remember vividly. One night I was up, it was late at night. I think his name is like Matt Swansa or something like that. He went to River Country, he went to Discovery Island, Disney Quest. I think he actually got banned a couple times from Walt Disney World property. I'm sure you guys know who he is too. You've probably seen his videos. He works with Bright Sun Films on a lot of their videos together. And Expedition, I can't remember his other name, his other friend that he works with. But yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen those videos. Somebody post them if you haven't seen them, for the people who haven't, because they're really neat videos. Yeah, I don't condone trespassing, but if another guy does it and uploads a video of it and you get to watch it, then that's cool. You can definitely watch those as long as you don't trespass yourself, unless you want to trespass. I'm not saying you should, but if you want to, again, not saying you should, but
Yeah, I mean, you really shouldn't, but I mean, if you wanted to trespass and take some video for Matterhorn Matt and send it to him, and then it's up to you.
it's up to you guys. We're not condoning it, but $50. Just kidding. Anyways, some of you guys were talking the past couple weeks. I haven't had a Snapple. I got my Snapple this week. Not the flavor I'd like. Kiwi strawberry. But I'll do with what I have. It's almost empty too. It'll probably be gone by the first 20 minutes of the podcast. But anyways, moving on from trespassing to the new world of Disney. I'm sure you guys remember, gosh, it feels like months ago we were talking about how it was getting remodeled on both coasts of the park, from Disney Springs and in downtown Disney. Matt gets his Snapple fix. Do you guys know, okay, this is so random, but do you guys know that feeling you get in your teeth when you drink something like really sugary, like Snapple or like a Gatorade? Like, it's just something feels weird, like with your teeth. That's probably just like your teeth like eroding from all the sugar. I hate that feeling. I love Snapple. I don't know about
that. When I drink or eat something that is like super sweet, my tongue gets rough.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That too. And like your teeth, it's hard to explain. I can't explain it. Do they have sugar-free Snapple? Someone send me a picture of some sugar-free Snapple. I buy that if it tastes good. If it meant no sugar, because this Snapple has the most sugar out of all of them. 45 grams in this one bottle. That is a lot of sugar.
You might as well just like open up a sugar jar and just start gulping it down.
Yeah, but anyway, that probably won't taste as good as Snapple. But anyways, we're just trying to fill the space, you guys. It's gonna be a short episode. Back to World of Disney. Like I said, I'm sure you guys remember us talking about how Disney was renovating both World of Disney stores on each coast of the park. We showed some video from Chris's channel. That's right, I remember, from LMG Vids. He took some nice video footage a couple months ago of the new World of Disney, and I believe they have finished remodeling World of Disney in Anaheim, at least. I have some images that I want to show you guys in this video released by Disney themselves. So here's the new logo. I want to know what you guys think, because this is like a drastic departure from what it used to be. I can already see some people in chat are not very fond of it, but I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna have it muted though. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna skip through it for you guys. I don't want to get copyright struck. You don't want to get a copyright.
I'll provide the music. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. I don't know the rest.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you. But yeah, this is the new World of Disney store. Let me know what you guys think, because like I said, it's a drastic departure. Someone needs to take that and upload it to like iTunes or Spotify of Alex singing. Oops, I didn't want to do that. But yeah, it's a pretty drastic departure from what it used to look like. Sort of, I guess they're sort of modernizing it to be more. Someone said hipster in chat. I don't know if that's the word I'd use. But there was one thing I saw that sort of stood out to me. Let me see if I can find it. These are kind of cool, like the animated paintings, kind of. But yeah, it's very. Where is it? It's up here somewhere. It had like paint jars, is what I'm looking for. Enchanted. Here
I wouldn't say it's like exactly hipster. I'd say first of all that the interiors look very industrial. And then as for the new logo of it, I'd say it's well, obviously it's designed for the the wonderful World of Disney logo, but in and of itself, it's a conservative design. So it's not like overly like crazy and wacky and steampunk like the original was. It's like it's nice. It's well, I think it's nice. I think it's one of those things where it's like where they went and and made the Disneyland Hotel like this nice like Disney slightly esque kind of look instead of like full on like in your face gonna punch you with mouse ears kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're getting at. Yeah, I agree, but I don't know what this enchanted paint jars is supposed to be. That's all it says. It's just enchanted paint jars. What does that mean? It's just. Where is it? Let me pause it right. What does that mean? What are enchanted paint jars? Alex, next time you go, you're gonna have to find out what these enchanted paint jars are for us.
I was gonna say something funny, but I can't think of anything.
Tisk tisk. But I guess I like the way it looks. It's not necessarily Disney. I guess it is Disney. Look at all the freaking Disney stuff they have hanging up on the walls. It's not like it used to be. That's what I have to say. It's different, and if you like it, that's cool. I think it looks nice. I don't think it looks too bad. But yeah, it's not 90s Disney. I can see a lot. What am I trying to say? I personally, I think we talked about this last week. I personally feel like Disney should just tear down all of the shops, or at least all of the old shops in downtown Disney, and sort of rebuild them up, make them look fresh like this. I guess minimalistic would be the words I'd use. I think I said that already. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd use the words
not today.
Minimalistic. Well, today I think this new remodel is sort of minimalistic, I guess. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think, though. I do have these. Oops. I do have these. Oh, okay. So is this what it's supposed to do? The magical paint jars. I guess they light up or something. Wow. Innovation. Truly. And then there's... Oh, anyways. Alex, what are your thoughts on the new World of Disney remodel now that it's completed? He already sort of gave his thoughts, but...
Well, just to create some filler. No, I'm just kidding. Well, honestly, like, overall, I think I like it. I have no reason to dislike it. It's, it's still stylish. It's still clean. It's nice. I can't say anything bad about it. I mean, like, just because it's not like in your face Disney doesn't mean that it's not good looking, like. And honestly, what I was gonna say about everything else, like, Mateo's like, yes, Alex, what are your thoughts? Well, the other thing too is, like, if you look at all the places that Disney is remodeling and rebuilding, like when it comes to like the new hotels that we just talked about, and and then World of Disney, and then a bunch of other stuff, like, if you think about it, Disney has been more and more leaning towards a contemporary design for stuff. They've been moving away from the whole like, oh, this is themed to look like this, into more of, well, this is supposed to be kind of lightly sprinkled Disney, like, for instance, like, you look at the Grand Californian, look at how well themed it is. Look at how it truly, like, captures the majesty of the, well, some people call it the arts and crafts era, that kind of thing. So, yeah, so and then they're not going with that anymore. Now they're going with, what some people would call like your average run-of-the-mill, modern looking building, which is exactly what you see with the what was it called? It doesn't have a name yet. That resort that they're building on top of River Country.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's specifically themed to anything. And I think that that's because Disney's moving away from that. But I think that Disney could still benefit from theming their buildings and things to stuff like that. I mean, look at the Grand Californian. It's not dated. It still is relevant. It still looks beautiful. Even, 19 years later? No, is it? Yeah. What, didn't it open in 98? Or did it?
I think it was somewhere, something like that.
I'm a Disneyland historian. I'm not a California Adventure historian. It opened sometime around the 2000s. It's been approximately 18 years, and it still looks beautiful. I can't say the same for California Adventure, but, the hotel looks pretty. So anyway, yeah.
Well said. Yeah, I agree with what Alex said about how Disney's sort of going this route. Not necessarily theming things to Disney. I would like it if a lot of the buildings in downtown Disney looked like this. Sort of like how they've done with Splitsville. I like the way that looks with like the sort of retro 50s architecture. And I mean, even the new if the new hotel wouldn't have been Disney themed, it still looked okay as like a hotel. Not as like a Disney hotel, but it's just like a hotel. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure these guys in the waiting room are ready to be moved up. Let's see. I was going to read something in chat. Mateo said, I don't go to Disneyland to get subtle. He goes to get the full experience. That's true. That is a good point. Alex, do you have anything you'd like to say to that?
Yeah, I'll just cordially say, you're wrong. No. No, I think he's right. I think a little bit of both is nice. But when Disney starts like completely redoing the whole place so it's like hardly Disney looking, I kind of have a problem with that. Like Mateo is right. You come to Disney to get the full experience. And I think it's okay, for World of Disney to look the way it does. But when you go to stay at a hotel, it should really make you feel like you're somewhere. And it should feel like you're somewhere different than the other hotels, like for instance, what's that? They're adding a new tower to the Coronado Springs Hotel in Walt Disney World. And I thought, well, I saw the concept art for that tower, and I thought that tower looks nothing like the rest of the hotel.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the hotel has this interesting coastal Mexican architecture, and these beautiful pastel Mexican-inspired colors. But then you have this tower, which looms over the rest of the thing, or at least it will when it's built. And first of all, it's a tower. The rest of the hotel, which surrounds the lake, does not have towers. It just doesn't seem right. It's a flat hotel. But then all of a sudden there's this huge tower in the middle, and it doesn't make sense. So that in itself doesn't make sense. And then the architecture of the hotel tower is like modern, which doesn't go with the old-fashioned coastal Mexican architecture. So it's just weird, in my opinion. It's like, what? Why would you do that? Like, are you going to redo the architecture of the rest of the hotel? I don't think so. So, yeah. So, I mean, like, when you go, let's say you go and you stay at the new Coronado Springs Tower, and then let's just say for the heck of it, that on your next vacation, you stay at the new resort that's being built on top of River Country, and you like look at it and you're like, well, it looks the same. The hotel rooms are roughly the same. Everything's the same. Like, what's the difference? Why did I bother getting a different hotel if it's just gonna look like ordinary fancy,
Alex does make some good points as well. Let's see. I'm going to quote from dsminewscast.com. World of Disney stores at Downtown Disney District in California and Disney Springs in Florida are being transformed into distinctly Disney retail environments that are contemporary, immersive, and fun places to shop. In addition to improved store layouts, these flagship locations will embrace new design elements that draw upon Disney's rich history of storytelling. The reimagined stores are designed to inspire guests with an unmatched selection of new products and will help them discover treasured souvenirs that will quickly become tangible memories of their Disney vacations. So, it's funny they use the word immersive. Do you think this is immersive to you guys? I don't know. Just scrolling through this video. Does this scream immersive to you? What is it immersing you in? Disney merch, I guess, is what it's immersing you in. Disney merchandise. I mean, I guess. But let's see. We're gonna go ahead, bring someone in from the waiting room. I always get so nervous whenever we do this. All right, I have faith in these guys, though. All right, Creepy Hate Wizard. Hello.
Hello there.
Oh my gosh, yes. Alex, can you hear him? Can you hear what he's saying?
Not a word. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I can hear him.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Perfect. Okay, this is already a success. Anyways, okay. Creepy Hate Wizard. What are your thoughts on... Yes, were you going to say something?
Yeah, that's my seasonal username, so just call me Crazy 8 Wizard.
Okay, Crazy 8 Wizard. What are your thoughts on the reimagined World of Disney shops in downtown Disney?
Well, personally, I think it's a good design. It's very, very cute, very Disney store. There's one thing that is bothering me, though, and that is the design of the logo.
Okay.
The actual logo's lettering is spaced weird. The kerning is horrible on it. The W and the O are really far apart from each other, and like the L and the D are a little closer than the rest of them. The R is just weirdly spaced. But other than that, I think it's a pretty cool design, pretty interesting store, so I kind of like it.
That's weird that you mentioned the graphic design part of the logo, because I was going to mention something, but I forgot. But yeah, it's not even really much of a logo, it's just words.
Well, yeah.
Really. Which is, I mean... I guess it wasn't really a quote logo before, but yeah, it does. Now that you mention it, I'm sure everybody's gonna start seeing it once you brought it up. It does look very, yeah, like you said, the kerning. That's probably I think that's the right word. I took graphic design classes, guys. I don't know what these words mean, but
yeah, the proper word is kerning.
Kerning, okay. It's all coming back to me now. But yeah, it is. Strange now that you look at it real close. But anyways, thank you, Mr. Crazy Wizard, for giving your opinion on the new World of Disney store. And I never know what to say at the end. I just moved him back. But thank you.
You didn't even say goodbye. You just like you just moved him.
I'm so sorry. Crazy Wizard. Oh my goodness. But anyways, I would like to read my fun fact that I got from my Snapple bottle. Real fact number 23. The San Francisco cable cars are the only national monuments that are mobile, that can move. I guess. So that's one to put in the think tank for when you're, I don't know. When would you ever want to use fact? I'm just going to move on.
You know, actually, it's funny you think that, because besides being a Disneyland historian, I'm actually a San Francisco historian.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a Snapple historian.
No. You're the addict, not me.
Oh, true. It's true. Anyways, well, is this true? Can you confirm that the San Francisco cable cars are the only mobile national monuments?
I can confirm that, yeah. I had to think about it for a second because I think there is like an airplane somewhere that is like a national monument, but it doesn't move currently. It's like it's completely immobile. So I mean, if you think about it, the cable cars are still moving to this day. So
All right. Well, now that we know that this is 100% real, I can
Are
throw
you gonna
this in
keep the
trash.
bottle cap?
No, I just threw it away. Anyways, moving on to our second topic, sort of, I guess, the main topic. Not a lot of news this week, you guys. I apologize for that. But this is sort of interesting. According to the Orange County... Okay, before we start, I want to go on... I don't want to necessarily rant, but I'm going to give you guys my experience with the Orange County Register and subscribing to them online. So, I subscribed to the Orange County Register... I think it was like 2 weeks ago when I was putting together everything for the sort of presentation that we gave on the history of the Eastern Gateway and the new hotel. I had to subscribe to them so I could view the articles, because a lot of the articles that they have contain more detail than like your run-of-the-mill Disney blogs. Everybody's already saying that the OC Register stinks. I'm glad you guys agree. But yeah, so it was I guess it was a good deal, 99 cents. I didn't read the deal that well. I just saw 99 cents. I didn't see for how long it would be. If it was like 99 cents for a week, for 2 weeks, I don't know. But yeah, so I subscribed for 99 cents, and then some amazing fan of ours emailed to me and said that I could be able to view, because the OC Register has this paywall that they have. I think it's once you view 5 articles, you have to subscribe to them to view like the 6th one. It might be like 5 per month. I don't know, 5 for like till the end of time. I don't really remember. But so yeah, some amazing fan emailed me and said that you don't have to pay. You can just go open a new incognito mode or incognito tab in Chrome and paste the link in, and you'll be able to view it. Price says 5 per month. Okay. And yeah, just put it into the incognito window, and you'll be able to view the article, even though you probably already passed your quota for articles that month. So when I read that email, I decided that it was time to unsubscribe from the Orange County Register, even though I'd only been subscribed for maybe like 2 or 3, maybe like 4, probably more like 6 days. I don't remember the exact number of days. So I go to their website, I log in to unsubscribe. I'm gonna try right. No, that's gonna take up too much time. So I'm gonna try and keep this short. So on their their profile page, it gives like a link, an option to click to manage your subscription. So I click on it because I want to manage my subscription. I want to delete the subscription. So I click on it, but it doesn't take me anywhere. It just reloads the page. It takes me back to the same page. I try copying the link and pasting it in another window, in another browser even, and it just kept taking me to the same page. Do you guys really want to see? I can show. I can't. I already unsubscribed. Yeah, so I can't show you guys. I just realized. But yeah, so
we just have to take your word for it.
Yes, you guys have to trust me on this. Sam was there. He was there. Sam, I called the OC Register while Sam was in the call with me while we were playing Fortnite, but Sam is my witness. So yeah, I clicked on the manage my subscription link, and it just kept reloading the page, and I couldn't get to the link. It was so strange. So I ended up calling the next day because their customer service had already closed once I tried doing that. Disney Doof was there too. Yeah, that's right. And so I had to wait till the next day. I set a reminder on my Google Home to remind me to unsubscribe from the OC Register. And so I finally called to unsubscribe. And they of course like give me the default like, "Oh, why are you unsubscribing? Are you sure you want to unsubscribe? We got some great content." And yeah, so that's basically my experience with the OC Register. It wouldn't let me unsubscribe from the website. I had to call them to unsubscribe. I didn't want my 99 cents back, but I didn't want to continue paying for this crappy website. I'm sorry if any of you are OC Register fans. I just think it's kind of strange that you have to call. It could just be a bug on my end, honestly. But I just think it's kind of strange that you have to call, or that at least I had to call to unsubscribe because the page wouldn't load the link. I don't know what was going on, but Anyways, this news article comes from the OC Register this week. We are not sponsored by the OC Register, by the way. Mateo says the OC Register stinks, so I'm glad some of you guys agree. Anyways, the title of this article says, Rainforest Cafe wants to reopen at Downtown Disney, company says. This probably could have gone in last week's episode, but it was only recently published 4 days ago. So I'm going to quote from the OC Register. The parent company of Rainforest Cafe at Downtown Disney in Anaheim wants to reopen the jungle-themed restaurant at the Disneyland Shopping District, officials said. Disney knows of our interest in reopening Rainforest Cafe in Anaheim, says Keith What are these names? It's like every executive has such a strange last name that I cannot pronounce. Keith Beithler. Beitler. There's not even an H. It wouldn't be Beitler. Whatever. Landry's Senior Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Specialty Restaurants and Amusement Divisions in a prepared statement sent via email. We are hopeful they will consider Landry's for any future site plans. Now, this is all just adding to like the cup of tea when it comes to Disney's failed, whatever you want to call it, hotel that they were going to be planning on building. But Alex, what are your thoughts on what is this restaurant called? Rainforest Cafe wanting to reopen their restaurant in downtown Disney.
You fail as a host. Just kidding.
I agree. If Sam can gladly take my spot, Alex's dog can take my spot.
So of course Landry's wants to reopen Rainforest Cafe. I mean, this was probably their most profitable restaurant when it comes to Rainforest Cafe. Because as anyone who does know about Rainforest Cafe, they like started operating a ton of them like in the 90s, and back then it was kind of like cool. It was like, oh wow, this is a really neat experience. I remember when they opened one at South Coast Plaza, the nearby mall that I live at, which by the way is the richest and most luxurious mall in the United States. Just throwing that out there for you guys. And I remember as a kid, I thought it was really cool, but as time goes on, you know, it seems less and less cool. It seems more like, what's the word? Like cheap, like tacky.
Tacky.
Seems almost tacky, yeah. And so it's like, you know, so yeah. So anyway, the point I'm trying to get at is that a lot of these Rainforest Cafe restaurants were closing down all over the country, or at least this side of the country. I don't know if they're on that side of the country. Anyway, on this side of the country, they were all closing down. And so now there's like literally only a handful of them left. And the one in downtown Disney is probably, or was, I should say, the most successful one. Because, well, frankly, you know, there are so many people visiting downtown Disney and the resort that it was just like, you know, like you know, people had to eat somewhere, and Rainforest Cafe had something to offer. And plus the outside looks cool. I mean, I'm looking at the outside right now and it's like, looks really neat. So anyway, but yeah, so over time though, remember how I was talking about how Disney is building their new resort hotels and the new World of Disney and all that to look more modern and more contemporary, which is the same word. And you know, well, now Disney's looking at Rainforest Cafe now that it's empty and going, well, you know, this thing was getting kind of old and tacky anyway, you know, and this was kind of our chance to opt out of it, you know, and so I don't think Disney is going to let them back in. I think Disney, if anything, probably wants to destroy that building and bring a brand new, more modern and trendy restaurant in its place. So in any case, what are you doing with Mr. Incredible? Yeah, so that's what's going on in my opinion, and I would agree with Disney. I mean, Rainforest Cafe was cool while it lasted, but now it's just kind of tacky and a little bit cheap. Last time I walked in there, I never like as a kid, I thought the animatronics were so cool, but like I walked in there like a couple of months ago before they closed it, and I didn't even realize like the animatronics look like like cheap plastic toys that are just like kind of, like when you used to go to those toy shops in the mall and they had those like little cows that would walk around and then they go like rah 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 and then they'd walk around again. And that's what it kind of reminded me of. So anyway, point of my long ramble here was that no, I don't think Disney will let them back in. I think
I agree. I don't think they'll come back. But while Alex was talking, I decided to look up how many locations Rainforest Cafe has. I'm not sure if this is around the world, like globally, or if it's just local to the US of A. But according to Google, there are 24 Rainforest Cafe locations. 3 in California. On their website, they still list the one in Anaheim being open, so that's kind of weird. They haven't taken it off the website yet. Rainforest Cafe, Anaheim, Disneyland. There's 3 in Walt Disney World, or 2. There's 3 in Florida, but 2 in Walt Disney World. Rainforest Cafe, Lake Buena Vista, Disney World, Animal Kingdom, and then there's one in Disney Springs, and then there's one Sunrise at Sawgrass Mills. So 2 in Walt Disney World, but I also decided to go on their Wikipedia page, and thankfully they had a tab for former locations, and I counted 31 former locations that have closed within the past, I guess 18 years, since the 2000s. And the one in Downtown Disney is the first one listed. Opened on January 12th, 2001, closed on June 19th, 2018. So it's very sad, I guess. Like I said, I haven't been there in a while. I haven't eaten there in a while. The food is expensive. I do remember when we were in Arizona once, and we were at one of their malls. Yeah, it says here in Tempe, we were there at the mall, and I asked my parents if we could eat there, and they were like, heck no, that's too expensive. We ain't got cash for that. So I guess it's expensive. I wonder if I can go to their website. I wonder what menu. Download our menu. Oh, it's just a PDF.
You know what else was expensive? I went to Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, yeah.
Cheesecake Factory for the first time. Yeah, that's what it should be. Because it was, I can't even tell you. I waited like maybe 5 minutes for my dinner, but I waited 20 minutes for my cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory. Okay. And the funny thing was the cheesecake was frozen. So I'm like, okay. Anyway, but yeah, Cheesecake Factory was like expensive, and the food was like so amateur. This coming from a culinary school trained chef. I have lots of experience in the kitchen. I've worked at many kitchens, and I owned my own kitchen twice. So yeah, so this, I went to Cheesecake Factory, and like the food was so amateur. I was having flashbacks of my chefs like yelling at me in culinary school for little things that Cheesecake Factory did. So just, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to Cheesecake Factory in a while either, but according to their website, their menu does not have prices. It says items and prices vary by locations. Not all items are offered at all locations. There are no fixed prices on this menu. Appetizers, chicken quesadillas, chile con queso, awesome appetizer adventure, seafood pasta, beef, pork, chicken, soup, salads, sandwiches, and burgers. Yeah. They don't have any prices, sadly. Maybe their kids menu will. Oh, $6.99 for a grilled chicken, $6.99 for a hot dog, $6.99 for Rainforest Rascals char grilled mini burgers, $6.99 for Poppin' Shrimp, $6.99 for Jurassic Chicken Tidbits, dinosaur shaped chicken nuggets, Gorilla Grilled Cheese Delight, American cheese on grilled cheese for $6.99. Popcorn shrimp and Jurassic chicken tidbits, shrimpkins for $7.99. Mac and cheese is $6.99. Pasta $6.99. Pizza $6.99. I don't really know what the normal price is for like kids meals.
I just had, this is another pet peeve of mine when it comes to restaurants. Did you hear that menu? Listen to this. Burgers, pasta, pizza, grilled cheese. What country is this Rainforest Cafe from? Like, are they from Italy? Are they from America? Or are they from France? Like, like their food is like from everywhere. That's another pet peeve of mine. Like, when you go to a restaurant should do one type of food very well. It should be like, you know, if you're going to a Chinese restaurant, it should be good Chinese food. If you're going to an Italian restaurant, good Italian. But when you walk into a restaurant that has like everything, that's a red flag.
Huh. I see where you're coming from. Interesting. Well, they do have 2% milk, apple juice, and Capri Sun warm waters, so I think that automatically makes it okay. But I don't know if I don't know if $6.99 is like the normal price for ages 10 and under. Sides, they have applesauce, corn, fruit, steamed veggies, and mashed potatoes. Oh, for desserts, they have lava mud. That sounds nasty. Creamy chocolate pudding. Okay, it sounds good when you read the description, but just lava mud sounds gross. They have ice cream sandwiches too. Yeah, I guess that's that. There's no other prices for like the regular menu. Seafood pot. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever your guys' opinions are on Rainforest Cafe, you guys better go because they're closing locations really fast. They recently closed one in March of 2018 in Houston. They closed one in San Francisco in October of 2017. They closed one.
Oh, they closed that one?
San Francisco, California, Fisherman's Wharf, yeah. Opened May 2000, closed October 2017.
I remember that one.
Yeah, so it's almost like they're closing one store each year, according to Wikipedia. 2009, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 again. It's only a matter of time until these 24 locations are down to just one. What if Anaheim, the downtown Disney one, was going to be like the last one they were going to keep open? And now
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt if they didn't close it for that hotel, it would have been the last one.
Let's see. I'm trying to find on Google Maps where it is, if it says it's still open.
I have to get going soon.
Oh yeah, so that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. Anyways, so let's see. We'll bring one more person in from the waiting room. Let me just message him real quick to make sure he's ready.
You catch him on the toilet.
Okay. We're going to move up Disney Doof. We fixed his mic from last week, the previous 2 weeks. That didn't work. Okay, so Disney Doof, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Alex, can you hear what he's saying?
Hear who? I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Perfect.
I can hear you.
Okay, wonderful. Now, off stream last week, you guys sort of got into a sort of discussion of how Disney... I don't even remember. I don't remember how long the discussion was. Can you guys hear him? Bryce says he can't hear anything. Oh my gosh, are you guys trolling?
Bryce is joking.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's joking.
Okay. Now, I don't remember how long the discussion was that you guys were talking about last week, but I guess we don't have to talk about that. It might take a while. But Disney Doof. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I think Landry's restaurants, they own Rainforest Cafe. They have a pretty good relationship with Disney, so I wouldn't be too surprised if Rainforest or another Landry's restaurant would come back to Disneyland in Anaheim, because they do own. There's 4 Landry's restaurants at World, so there you have 2 Rainforests. You have a Trax, which is basically Rainforest just with dinosaurs, which is like right next to Rainforest Cafe at Disney Springs. And then you also have Yakinetti, which is a restaurant in Animal Kingdom in the Asia section of the park. So they have a pretty strong relationship.
What is up with all these themed restaurants? I don't understand. I guess it was popular back in the day. But anyways, Disney Doof. Would you be... I don't know. Would you be happy if they brought Rainforest Cafe back, or would you like them to completely demolish the location, build something new, something fresh, like, I don't know, like an In-N-Out? I don't know. I'd eat an In-N-Out burger at downtown Disney. What are your thoughts?
That's tough, because I know a lot of, like, personally, I haven't been to Rainforest at Disney Springs in probably 5 years or so. But I know there's lots of families that go there, especially even like Trax is even more popular, which is right next to Rainforest Cafe here. So I don't think it should come back, but I think maybe a different themed experience, and not as tacky, not as corny as Rainforest Cafe is, or yeah, something like that. Or maybe like a Boathouse type restaurant, which Boathouse is like probably the most popular restaurant at Disney Springs, and that's really popular, really nice restaurant. So I don't know,
about
something themed.
Guy Fieri's chicken, whatever it's called.
That's small. So I mean, I think they would take out a table service and they would put in a table service. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's like the size of my closet, the chicken place. It's not that big.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Disney Doof. We're glad Alex can hear you this week. We're glad everybody else can hear you this week. Yeah, thank you for giving your thoughts. I still don't know what to say. I'm going to go ahead and move you back up now. Thank you for sharing your opinions.
All right, thank you.
All right, that went better than the first one. Anyways, I guess that's going to wrap up this podcast part. We're going to move on to Words with Walt, because Alex said he had a lot to say about this week's quote. And then we'll get into Matt Host's Ghosts, or Tinkle Time, whatever you guys would prefer to call it. I don't remember what you guys... Okay, anyways. This week's Words with Walt is provided by Alex the Historian. You can find his channel in the description of this video. And, yeah. Alright, yeah, this week's quote is, Disneyland is a place where you can't get lost or tired unless you want to. Now, Alex, what are your thoughts on this quote by Mr. Walt Disney?
Well, I think you spelled can't wrong, but other than that...
Oh, no. No. No, the curse. Okay, anyways.
So, I just wanted to say, I love this quote. That's all. No, okay, so I was going to say, I found this quote, and as soon as I read it, I loved it, because it's true. At least it was at the time. So what I wanted to say about this quote was that Walt designed Disneyland, as everyone knows, like the spokes of a wheel, where the hub is the center, and the hub leads out like the 4 cardinal points of the compass to the 4 different cardinal lands. And so an interesting fact about this is what a lot of people don't know is that in 1955, the only way in or out of a land is through the entrance to the land. The lands did not interconnect back then. So there literally was no way to go from Frontierland to Adventureland without first having to go to the hub and then enter Adventureland. So in this way, the park was designed so you couldn't get lost. Literally, as soon as you entered a land, you could, walk around and whatever, but there was only one way out of the land, and then you get to the center, and then you can find your way to a different part of the park. So it was genius. No other park did this at the time. And so the other part of this quote is that is the part where he says, unless you want to, which is totally true because, if you, I've heard people that even tell me oh, I don't even carry the time on me. This is a long time ago before cell phone. But they're like, I don't even carry the time on me because I want to get lost. As soon as I go in Disneyland, I don't want to know the time. I just want to have fun and not even think about, life or the world. Just have fun. And so, yeah, even to this day, though all the lands are interconnected and it's a little bit more confusing to get around than it was before, the park is still very easy to manage. It's still, I went to SeaWorld and I got so lost.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know which of the, I think it was 4 or 5 exits. I'm pretty sure it was 4 exits. I didn't know which of the 4 exits we parked at. I was like, where did we, what? Anyway, so Disneyland is still easy to manage, still easy to walk around. It's not easy for you to inadvertently get lost. But at the same time, it's still a great place to wander and get yourself lost when you want to. So I thought this was just a really great quote. And I wanted to share about how the fact that the lands originally were not interconnected. I don't think they interconnected the first lands until what was it? 1965, I think it was, when they interconnected Frontierland. So that way you can go around the River Bell Terrace to get to Frontierland. But anyway, yeah. So that's what I wanted to say. And I also wanted to ask you, Matt, if it was all right while you did your late night tinkles. Sounds really that I could leave early. I could be dismissed.
Alex, you are dismissed. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on this week's quote. We will get to late night
Thank you,
tinkles.
Papa Matt.
All right, everybody say goodbye to Alex. Bye, Alex.
Bye, everybody. It was so great to be back here. See ya.
Goodbye. Okay, he's gone. All right. Now, I guess I agree with what Alex said about the quote. Yeah, bye, Alex. Everybody say bye, Alex. Anyways, let's get to late night. Not late night tinkles. Why do I keep calling it that? Matt hosts ghosts. That is not late night tinkles. Is not the official name. The official name is Matt hosts ghosts. Now, it's not necessary. It's not a scary story. It's not a funny story. It's just an image that one user from our Discord server decided to send in. Disney Doof said he could fill in for Alex. So I guess Disney Doof is our replacement Alex.
Hi, my name's Alex, everyone. How are you guys doing?
Now, yeah, like I said, this is not a spooky image. It's not a spooky story. It's just a... I don't even know what to describe it. I'm just gonna switch to image desktop. This is the image that the user, who may or may not be watching right now, sent in to us. It's not like I said, it's not a spooky story. John, I require lasagna. John, where is my lasagna? John, I can smell you. Bullets don't work, John. That's it.
You know that's lasagna, right?
Mm-hmm. I think lasagna is a better way of pronouncing it, though.
All right.
John, where is my lasagna? Anyways, thank you to the person who submitted that image. If you guys would like to submit your own spooky stories for Late Night Tinkles, or for Matt Hosts Ghosts, you guys can email them to me, ytmatterhornmatt@gmail.com, or you can send them to me through the Discord. You just send me a message. I'll put it in next week's episode. Yeah, we haven't had one last week. This doesn't really count. I guess it counts. So yeah, if you guys would like to, you guys can make up your own stories too, like Bryce did. And who else sent in that really good 3-parter? I can't remember his name. I'm very sorry. Yeah, you guys can make up your own like original story if you'd like, and send it in. It doesn't even have to be scary. Just like any story you guys would like to see. But yeah. Anyways, I guess that's gonna wrap up this episode of Matterhorn Mondays. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Alex. Alex, do you have any closing thoughts you'd like to say about the podcast?
Oh, just want to wish everyone happy good night, and yeah, this has been Alex. So
happy good night, everybody. Straight from Alex.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you all for watching. You guys can find the show on YouTube or on SoundCloud or iTunes. You might be watching it on one of those 3 platforms. I don't know. I can't remember how I normally do the outro. If you guys would like to comment your thoughts on anything we talked about today, whether it be Rainforest Cafe or the new hotel being built on the site of River Country, be sure to comment down below. And yeah, Alex's channel is linked in the description below. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and as always, have a great big beautiful tomorrow.